What's going on,
What's up,
good
everybody?
people? What's going on?
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you guys. We trying to figure all of this out. Y'all don't believe. Yeah, bro. That was it. You stopped it.
I thought it was like a picture.
You know what?
It is a picture.
It is.
That's
Look, let's get it.
I know I wasn't crazy.
Oh, you crazy now.
Oh, see.
Just a little bit.
See.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we get this stuff started.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of excited about this.
We attacking all the frontiers straight up.
Yeah, we doing it big. I'm trying to tell you. Look at it, getting the notifications and everything.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It is Thursday.
Brother Empowerment Day, you know.
Brother Empowerment Day.
Mm-hmm.
We still are connected even though it is quarantine Thursday.
Yeah.
Whew.
Shutting cities, states down.
Yeah, it don't matter because really Thursdays are my favorite day of the week anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'm already excited. When I woke up, just the fact that it was Thursday, I'm actually really loving it.
Yeah. You know me, one of my favorite days too. So I had to skedaddle on out here to Love's Imparable headquarters.
Yeah. And guys, well, before we tell you all of that, first, how was your week, bro?
So this week has been a little exciting. Well, I won't say exciting, but it's been a little hectic with all the, the quarantine stuff for the coronavirus and all that, social distancing. My job has instituted a work from home policy pretty much for the majority of the staff, if not everybody at this point. So there's been a lot of, I've been seeing a lot of the walls I have at home, just, looking at that. But also, bro, it's been, it's been pretty good on the, on the physical front. I'm healing up pretty nicely from my procedure. And then too, with all this, isolation and quarantine, I've been alone a lot with self. Of course, we talk and, the rest of the family talk, stuff like that. But really, it's been just a lot of me with me. So that has been pretty good. And also it's been very healthy too, So to sum it all up, man, my week has been pretty chill. And, I'm looking forward to the weekend, even though there's going to be really no activity. So
you was about to say, so did you like yourself this week? Did you really like spending time with you?
Not at first,
okay.
But towards the latter part of this week, which will be like today and all that stuff, like I started to really realize a couple things and really just put some things together. So in the beginning, no, but now, me and me are getting along pretty well. We like seeing each other.
Well, I will tell you, it was a much welcomed need. Because a lot of y'all who don't know, I'm really an introvert. So getting that opportunity to kind of just spend time with me again and love on me again was actually phenomenal.
Yep. I bet.
And so I've really been enjoying that time and that opportunity to really spend with me. The only downside about it, guys, I'm 40 years old and I got my first sty on my eye, so I'm looking like Sleepy Brown. And that thing hurt. It's like, See, nobody feels my pain. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. What I'm excited about, I can tell you already, we're going live tonight on 3 different platforms.
All the platforms, all of them.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. And we're going live from YouTube. So I'm actually excited about this because last week was the first week that we went live on Instagram. And this week is the first week we're going live on YouTube. So we hit it 3 different platforms.
That's one.
Shut up. We hit 3 different platforms and I'm excited. And hopefully we'll get on another one next week because it's time for love, guys. It's time for love. It's time for the message. It's time to push those things out there because people need it. And it ain't no more holding it back. Not one bit. No more holding it back. So we got some couple of people that's already on. Joey, shut up. She's talking about we're supposed to be social distancing.
From large groups of people.
Unless you're calling me a large group by myself.
Why?
I'm just saying.
Why?
I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out this one over here because he want to do his own thing. There we go. Yeah. So shut up. We got Brian on. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Brian?
You know, I haven't seen my brother really since Monday because we work together.
Right.
I haven't seen Brian. Brian, I guess after all of this is over, we just need to get together and just hang out, brother.
Oh, man, the parties after this is over, post-quarantine parties. Oh man.
Well, we know, Brian, we're not invited to his parties because he cut out first shift. It's only second and third shift.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Nichelle, what's going on?
What's up, Shell?
And I got the book. Thanks. It got jelly stains on it though, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But I got my book. My wife is on. What's going on, Lolita?
Hey, sis.
He said introvert. See, people got jokes. People got jokes. People got jokes.
Yeah,
See,
early.
Yeah, but you know what I noticed? A lot of people went live today.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people are going live today.
Man, people trying to. Man, it's funny, you know. There's quite a few folks out there who say they don't like people or they don't want to be bothered with folks and stuff like that. But man, we got this quarantine and social distancing going on, and some people, man, just they don't know what to do themselves. It's only been a couple days.
Right.
They don't know what to do themselves.
Yep.
Can't go nowhere. Got to be at home. Then it's a whole different story. I know some introverts that are they going crazy right now. It's like, wait a minute. You know your whole life for this, remember?
Yep. Hey guys, so I'm gonna need y'all help today because I got my phone over here. I'm using my computer. I can't really change anything. So I'm gonna need you guys to share because normally I'm sharing. So make sure you're sharing to the group, sharing to different, sharing everywhere because I won't be able to share tonight because I'm trying to triple task.
Yeah.
It's funny, but we're doing it.
It's a whole Dexter's laboratory in here.
Laboratory. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. How is this quarantine treating y'all? How's it going? How's it going for you, bro?
I mean, for right now, I'm getting adjusted to it, man. Really, I'm making some lists of things that I need to get on, and this really is, like you said earlier, bro. This is really, I mean, of course, circumstances aren't good, but this is really perfect timing for a little bit of solitude and self with self, because this is enabling me, especially, to get back on track and to get things done that I need to do, especially things that I've been putting off. So it's treating me so far pretty well. What about you, my brother?
To be honest, the only part is I realize I work more when I'm home, right? Because I don't ever want to be that dude. Yep. And so working from home has been, I feel like I'm working more. Right. So I need to, when I get in, whenever this thing is over, I need to sit down and talk to my boss and say, I think I need a raise. Because I've really been overworking and overextending myself more than normal. Yeah. So we need to do something about that. How are you guys doing out there? Yeah. With everything that's going on?
Let us know what's up. How you guys doing with all this social distancing? That's such a really crazy time.
Okay. So that's what we're doing. Now I see it. I'm trying to figure this out to see how this all working. So yeah, how are you guys doing with the social distancing?
What's up, James? James is on.
It's just a hush. Look to my head. James, what's going on, sir? He said social.
That's what it is, but that's what they keep calling it, social distancing. It sound like made up turn to me, but we can go with it.
The funny thing is, I think this is winning season for the introverts.
Yeah, it really is, though.
So you been sharing this? Because I can't share nothing.
Yeah, I shared it already too. All over the place.
All of it. Okay. Hey guys, when you get on, go ahead and share it. You know, where is Tara?
Man, who knows?
Look, she might be on one of these.
Yeah, she might be.
Oh, we got Chef Lori on here. We got my frat brother on here. Yes, we got Tracy on. Oh, this is pretty dope, guys. Oh, and then we got somebody viewing over here. Who viewing? We got people on YouTube now. Y'all can't tell us nothing.
They guest viewers already.
We famous. Okay, so let's get into the next topic. Guns in the home to protect your family or not?
Well, I don't know. Well, and I think this is definitely, I think this is a geographical thing as well as just a mentality thing as well, because I know in the South, North Carolina, Florida, other places,
Georgia,
people love their guns. You know, people. And I think the difference is from other places that people grow up with their guns, learn how to shoot early, and you know they are taught how to use guns. So I know Uncle Marcus has guns. I know some of the other brothers that I know.
Just tell all of Uncle Marcus's business.
He'll tell you.
I'm just saying.
That is some stuff. That is something that is he makes public. You know, depending on the conversation. So, but yeah, I know plenty of brothers that you know carry or have something in their home for protection purposes. So I think it's something that's very natural. Hell, I even plan on getting a firearm for my household down the line. So I think it's something that's very natural. I also think that's something that can definitely be an asset. You know, as long as it's used properly and it's maintain all the other good stuff. So I'm in favor of it. Is what I would say in short. I'm in favor.
Yeah, I'm actually in favor of guns too, but I do feel like it's based off of you better than anybody else. Now, if you one of them people that look for any reason to be shooting somebody, don't get no gun. Get a hobby.
Yeah.
Take up knitting or something. Or at least just get BB guns if you're that type of person that like to do different things. But I do think that guns are necessary? I'm on the fence with a lot of things. Things like, should people take a mental evaluation before purchasing a handgun? Should people with certain mental disabilities be allowed to purchase a gun? So I'm one of them that is on the fence about all of that, but I do see the need for it. So it's not like I'm gonna sit around and say, oh, I don't see the need. So I'm on the fence. I do see the need for it, but I also do see the need for restrictions in handling them as well.
Yeah, same here. I agree with all that, for sure.
Okay, you got some comments down there?
Go for you. So Miss Chandra is on. Hey, Chandra.
Hey, Miss Chandra.
Shell said, I'm running away from North Carolina. Brian said, social distancing, he loves it. Chandra said, we're not 6 feet apart. She's snitching. You don't like that over here. Snitching.
Snitching get stitches.
Joy said, I got a head start on everyone else's quarantine. Been about a month already. I'm chilling right now.
Well, Joy, we got to talk about something else because I'm going to be fussing at you, but I love you.
Shell said, I need one of my brothers think I don't need it. Oh, she's talking about guns. Brian said, haha, don't get a gun, get a hobby. He was echoing you. Chandra said, we need them to protect us from people with the Rona. Really, Chandra? For real?
I'm just saying, it's not like she not really lying though.
Rasha is on. Hey, Rasha.
What's going on? I know the teachers' phones must have been blowing up.
Man.
I know they have to be because you know what though? It's like with me, like I used to teach on a collegiate level for several years, and I was telling my kids, I was like, if daddy can teach adults, daddy can teach the little people. And so daddy had them little people up in here, and we were doing some stuff. The kids call it Daddy Academy. My wife talking about she the cafeteria in PE. So they went on field trips. They went on lives with the county. The county had different lives and things like that. That's
what's up, bro.
We've been doing what we've been doing, and I kind of been enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie. Getting back to the basics with your children.
Yeah. Because
I do think that sometimes we need to unplug. And this was a cool way to unplug and spend time like with your family, much needed time, a much needed break and things like that. So I'm actually really excited about this part. I don't really see no downsides about it so far, other than this sty on my eye.
Yeah, I mean, I do miss being able to really, politic with people, friends, and whoever at a restaurant. That is what I do really miss, like going to the bar or just going to the restaurant, having chicken wings, with someone. So really, instead of doing that, I really just have to either go to their house or they have to come to my house. But other than that, right now, in the grocery store, it's being bone dry. That is really not all that fun. But other than that, it's got some underlying benefits, silver lining type stuff. Rasha said, y'all better space out. You don't tell us what to do, Rasha. You don't tell us what to do. Latanya Kingsbury said, hey, cuz.
Hey, that's my cousin TT.
Okay. Hey, TT.
Hey, TT. Yep, that's my cousin TT. Who else on there?
That's it. I think we got everybody, man. For right now, got everybody.
Okay, so let's get into the next one. What are some things people are doing to prepare to be out of work for a while?
From a financial standpoint, I mean, I can't really say. I know that, there are some folks who are, cutting costs across the board just so they don't spend much. I know some folks that are really dipping into their savings they have. Some people are looking at or typing on their management at their job to see what they're going to do. Some people are just working from home and nothing's being interrupted for them aside from their physical work location. So, I mean, I think there's a lot going on. I think that's a really loaded question. There's a lot of stuff that people are doing.
To be honest, I don't know if there's an effective way to prepare for this. And this is soapbox time. Let me get on my soapbox. These are the things that I hate. I hate when you get the overly religious people to try to use this as a way to brainwash or play mind or emotional games with individuals as a way to draw them to whatever religion, cult, sect, or whatever you want to call it, or affiliation. I think that that's the wrong time to talk about or try to use scare tactics to pull people in. Additionally, I think that this is also the wrong time for these quote unquote financial counselors to tell people, oh, this is why you should, or this is why you should do this. No, for the average person, a lot of people are just surviving. And the one thing that is so easy to do is manage somebody else's pocketbook. And so I think that this is the wrong time to bring up negativity and bring up things or about how people can improve their life when they're trying to survive. If you want to help people, be there when this is over and say, okay, how can we prepare for the next one? But right now is not the time to beat nobody over the head about anything that they're doing wrong. Now is not the time. I heard some other people talking about, well, a lot of y'all are complaining, talking about y'all kids bad. Well, what's the problem? It's not a time to question any of that because nerves are on edge. And if for some people who don't have parents, who don't have children, and some who are just a parent of one, I'm gonna tell you now, being a parent of one is totally different than having that other one. When you get another one, everything changes. It's a whole dynamic shift. And I can tell you that because I was ignorant when I had my first one, and I was like, oh, the second one will be nothing. Man, that second one, just the fact, it ain't even a behavior thing. Having another additional person, just having an additional person in your life, depending on you, they have their own personality, have their own needs, they change a lot of stuff. And so the last thing people need when going through stuff is you bringing up stuff they need to improve on and stuff like that. No, help people get through. Yeah. And then after they get through, then talk about some other stuff. Maybe that's why I'm different. But maybe that's why we also have a Love is a Parable training. And this is not even a plug, but this is why we have a different approach. And this is why we bring different things to the table, because we recognize people do some damaging things that they say that they're helping. A lot of us have been damaged by people who claim to be good people.
Yes, most definitely. Got a few comments. Chandra said, I disagree. I picture time with my family to include toilet paper and food.
What is she talking about?
Chandra, we're going to mute you. We're going to mute Chandra. Cheryl said she can even make her egg rolls. Yes, she did say that. She said she didn't have they didn't have the stuff she needed. Let's see. Rasha said, preach, talking about what you're talking about, man. Kerwin is on. What's up, Kerwin, man?
What's going on, Mr. Activist? Always doing great things, being an example.
Superman.
Thank you for your contribution.
For sure. Forever and always, brother. For real.
Yep.
Love Riss is on. She said, my children still have school. She said, she put the praying hands up. Kerwin said, peace. Rasha said, everyone's second child is crazy. Scientifically proven. And then Love Riss said also, she said, that's right, Jay. So yeah, and to piggyback off your point, bro, I saw something on Twitter that, someone had said, well, you guys can use this quarantine time to get your side hustle on and build some more revenue and this and that. And this was circulating around, and a person replied to a tweet and said, man, I hate grind time Twitter. We can't even be quarantined in peace. And that just kind of echoed the point for me that some people, just like you said, like the brother said, just are always berating people, even if it's in a not so obvious manner. Just berating people and just really saying damaging stuff. And it's just like, leave people alone, man. We are under quarantine and people just leave people alone.
Right. Let us cry in peace.
You know, just leave people be.
Oh, and then the conspiracy theorists. Man, Lord have mercy. Can you conspire a way where we can make a better life? It's like they always got something to say when something bad happened. It's like, do y'all take peacetime off? It's like when we're at war, here come the conspiracy theories. And it be the same. You know what? I was about to say a whole bunch of stuff, and then people gonna be mad and then be talking about me or be in my inbox fussing and arguing with me. But I'm just saying, it's like, what's up with the kick the people when they Down syndrome?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, can you just stop?
Yeah.
Or is it that we're at a place where we're so unhappy, we live off of making more people unhappy?
Yeah.
Is it like, it's like, are you getting your Jones off the fact that somebody is worse off than you? I mean, we really need to get to a place where we bring back happiness and love and all of those things. Those things are just not happening right now. People are focusing on everything else.
Yeah.
Nobody need to be beat up in these times. And that's the only thing that be getting on my nerves. And to be honest, I unfollow some people. So some people be like, did you see? Nope. I just unfollow it. Because if you're always berating people and talking down to people, you need to quarantine your attitude.
Yeah.
And your mouth.
And that's one of the reasons.
And your lips. Your nostrils too. Just close everything.
It's one of the reasons why I don't follow very many business folks or gurus of certain professions. I don't follow them guys because if you're always telling somebody what they're not doing, what they need to do, why they don't have this, like that's all you have? Is that all you have most of the time? That's all you have?
Right.
Nah, man. Just again, leave people alone. Like just So yeah,
I be judging. I ain't gonna lie. I be judging because I feel like people who always beat down people are unfulfilled themselves.
Yeah. And
they're just looking for, it's just an old school misery loves company.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
That's how I feel about it.
Let's see. Got some comments. Jen Manswell said, hi, you guys. It's been a while. Hey, Jen.
Hey.
Ambrosia is on.
It's Danielle.
I'm stupid.
But it's Jen. It's not Jen. Jan.
Jan. That's
She's from the islands. You said Jen.
Excuse me, Jan.
Jan.
I apologize. My brother got me right.
Jen.
Ambrosia is on. Hey, Ambrosia.
Marsha Ambrosia? I'm joking.
No.
Hey, Ambrosia.
Tashia is on. Hey, Tashia.
Hey.
Rasha says, so what? Let them be mad. Marcella is on. What's up, Marcella?
What's going on, Marcella?
Rasha said, that's it right there. I'm not sure what she was saying that too. Jan says, misery loves company. It sure the hell does. It sure does.
Misery loves a gathering.
Yeah,
mass
a whole
gatherings.
function. So Ambrosia said, could be some people have been unhappy for so long they don't know how to be positive anymore. They're comfortable being cynical, and that's normal to them now.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this. We talk about this in we talk about elevators.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about you can't say that you have trust issues if you get into an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you're in an elevator, that's just one place where you really don't even think about your trust issues. You don't think about who got a gun, who this, who that, all of that. What we focus on is the destination.
Yep.
And just like a person who is constantly thinking negative, you can't tell me you got commitment issues then. Mm-hmm. Because you're committed to negativity, and if you're doing a perfect job with negativity, you don't have a commitment issue. You have a focus issue. Maybe you're not dedicated to something positive like you dedicated to something negative. Maybe you're not dedicated to a relationship, or maybe you don't want it to be just with one person. Maybe you're looking for something else. But people who say things, their behaviors often dictate another thing. And when you said that, it made me think, because it is a lot of people who are committed to negativity. It's a lot of people who are in this one-person love affair with negativity, and they love it.
Yep.
They are so skeptical of positivity, and they love negativity. So if you in love with negativity, don't ever tell me you got a commitment issue, because I'm just saying.
Man, people say they got commitment issues, go to a whole job they don't like every single day for 20 years.
Come on.
You know I know commitment issues.
It's talking about people ain't loyal.
They sure are.
You the loyal one. Right, just got a plaque for 21 years.
You're loyal and committed to the job they don't like.
But you can't get along with people. That's why it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's really time. Like, I just realized I just going to just start being just 100% honest with people. Because y'all liars. A lot of people just lie for no reason. I'm so sick and tired of people lying. Like, I can tolerate a good lie, especially when they tell good stories. But y'all even original liars. You can't do this or you can't be around people. You work a whole career.
Yep.
And then the same people talking about, who's brought it up? You can't pay me. Well, they paying me. But then it was like, they ain't gonna take the $1,000 from Trump. Yeah. Y'all crazy. So you gonna take your $100 from his job and not $1,000 from Trump? Give me yours.
Facts. Shell said, well, I've been calling folks dumb. Tashia said, quarantine your mouth. She echoing what you said.
Nostrils too.
Shell said, in my defense, they are. Curran said, quarantine your attitude is powerful. It is. The brother Jay has supported those for years. Marcella said, you can't even have a normal dialogue without people. You can't even have a normal dialogue with people without people trying to beat you down. Yeah, sometimes, again, committed to negativity. Some people just commit to negativity and messed up problematic communication. Yeah. That's Rasha, you got to read the comments faster. Rasha, we're going to mute you too. Not playing with you today.
I love Rasha.
Yeah, I do too. Love you, Rasha. Mean it. Darlene Brandon said hello.
Hey, Bird Box.
Mac is on. What's up, Mac?
What's going on, Mac?
So my cousin Patrick is on. What's up, Patrick? It's rooted in bitterness. Anthony Reed said.
What's going on, Anth?
What's up, Anthony? Yeah, that definitely may be true. Wally's on. What's up, Wally, bro?
What's going on? Oh, Wally, definitely our condolences. He lost his cousin.
Yeah.
So we definitely do.
Sorry to hear about that. Bro.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Damn, that's
so I want to send good vibes your way.
For sure. Jan said, I actually feel bad for him. That bondage, that person has absolutely no peace. It's really sad. Rasha said, I disagree with this. That misery comes from hopelessness. Sometimes. She said that I disagree with that misery comes from hopelessness. Some people really can't see through that despair to see how they are becoming a gray cloud.
Yeah, I don't think that misery comes from hopelessness. I think misery comes from abandonment, whether that's from self or from others, because negativity is the absence of positivity. So there was some type of positivity deficiency. So I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
I only think that you can be hopeless when you once had hope. So if you've never experienced hope, you can never be hopeless.
Yeah.
It was just you just never had it. And I think the thing about negativity a lot of times is it is what people have been introduced. Like a lot of people for some reason call being real like negative things. I'm just being real. No, they be like, I'm just being real. Yeah. And so when you call them out on that, then they say you hate them. But a lot of people think that being real is being negative. Like they always give you, well, let me do this or let me say this. I'm just saying, I just want to be real. But no, I think that some people don't even know because they have been introduced just into negative environments and they call that being themselves.
Authentic. Authentically negative. That's what it is. Max said he needs that stack. I feel you.
We need your fried fish, but we can't get it because it might have corona. That fish might have came straight from over there.
Rasha said it's not always a conscious choice. They still need to heal, but it's not necessarily a commitment. Okay.
She said, what did I say one more time?
She said it's not always a conscious choice. They still need to heal, but it's not necessarily a commitment.
But heal is a choice and heal is a commitment. I agree. Rasha, when are you going to come on the show? You know, I love Rasha.
That would be quite dope.
Yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, Rasha said she loves us too. Wally said he appreciates that, guys. Rasha says, I'm saying that it does come from hopelessness sometimes. Those are two separate sentences. She said you should use the period. Aha.
But still stand on what I said.
Yeah, so Kim Rawl is on. What's up, Kim?
Hey, Kim. You late? Where you been? Nobody want to hear? You better not been watching nobody else live.
Sure. All right, man. What's the next one, bro?
Oh, that was all the comments? Because
yes,
it just came through.
That was her. That was Kim Rawl saying hello.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bills. Hold on. Yeah, bills. how do you determine which ones to pay and which ones to hold off to make sure you have the funds for self and family? Speak to one of these many financial coaches.
Yeah, I'm not even going to touch that soon because I have my own system for doing my bills. You know, I have some that I pay right away, some that, I mean, they all get paid right away, but some that, you know, some are on auto pay, some are, I look and see what they are and all that other stuff. So I can't even speak on that. I have my own system, but yeah, I'm definitely not a financial coach by any stance or by any means. So yeah.
Yeah, I will tell you this. I had lost my job, really walked away from my job in 2018 to try to start this Love is a Parable thing, and I did horrible. But prior to that, one of the things that I always did is I always paid half of my bills. And so what I did was, because, you know, like some months, if you guys are on the every 2 week rotation, there's some months you get paid, it's 2 months out of the year, you actually do get paid 3 times in a month. So if you're in the habit of always paying half, what ends up happening is you would end up being at least a month ahead on your bills. And so when things happen, it's not like you have to scurry and get money. What will end up happening is you can just reset and say, okay, now I'm gonna start over. So you have a month at least without touching your savings or anything, a month full of your bills already paid. And then when that happens, then now you can use your backup if you have it. So I always believe in paying something on a bill every pay period, so you'll always be ahead.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Rasha said all those statements were attached. You got to read it in context. We'll go back and read it, Rasha.
We're not going to be doing that. And you can't be telling us what to do.
You've been doing that the whole time you're on here.
You had like Don Shell.
You got to get a program. Yeah, man.
That's your cyber cousin. Mine too.
Marcella said, I don't think people are always negative. You should ask questions to figure it out before jumping to conclusions.
What we talking about?
She said, well, Marcella said, I don't think people are always negative. You should ask questions to figure it out before jumping to conclusions. Yeah, we never said people are always negative. We just said some people are just, seem like they're committed to negativity.
I think you're reading. Are you reading these comments out of sequence?
No, I'm reading them as they come in. I'm reading them as they come in, man.
Marcella, what are we talking about? I'm confused, but yeah. Okay.
But just kind of expound upon that in the comments, Marcella.
She about to cuss us out.
That's okay. Max said, there's no corona in my meat. Shaking my head.
Hold on.
yo, you put the big laugh. Yo.
No, sir.
Oh, man. Rasha said, and I can't wait to come on. Let me know which week. We'll take you up on that for sure.
Yep, and we don't want to hear nothing about you scared.
No schedule conflicts. Mm-hmm. We don't care.
Right.
Kim Ross says, I've been here. Oh, okay. All right. We'll take your word for it. Sherry is on. What's up, Sherry? Rasha said, as far as the bills go, which ones are going to get cut off or have the worst consequence of if you don't pay it?
Now that's a whole word.
Yeah, prioritize based on need. That is definitely truth right there. She said, I don't even get paid twice a month, shaking my head. F. Wake County.
Who don't get paid?
She's a teacher.
They don't get paid once a month?
I think so.
You know what? And that's why I had to leave Wake Tech. Wake Tech Community College, they pay them once a month.
Yeah.
And the way my life's set up, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I commend y'all in that discipline. Yeah. Now, I'm disciplined, but I ain't that disciplined.
Yeah, my Uncle Marcus works for the state, so that's the same thing for him. So, but Kim Ross said, yes, half is good. Ms. Joy said, light, shelter, car payment, and insurance should be paid, in my opinion. Other stuff can wait.
Who said
that? Joy, Ms. Joy.
Oh, okay.
Anthony Reed said, great principle. I'm not sure who he was talking to. Roderick is on. What's up, Roderick?
What's going on?
Jan said, recommendation, contact a financial advisor. Most give you tons of advice for free, and they can help you budget. That's why we said that first.
We said that first.
Before we even said anything else.
Matter of fact, just go to your feed right now on Facebook. Somebody giving out advice right now.
Yeah. Rasha said, I'm authoritative. I can't help it. You're going to help it today.
And the funny thing is, she's so sweet.
Yeah, you know,
like, who are you?
We are not your students.
She's so sweet, though. Yeah. It's like, oh, she's so precious. And then come on here like gangster.
You know what I mean? Just because she's from Staten Island. Marcella said, I didn't say y'all were saying always. Okay. As long as we got that cleared up.
I didn't can't cuss us out?
No, not yet.
We love you too.
Already said, what's up, bros? Sherry said, Is Cordell growing his hair off subject? Why? Why, Sherry? Why? Well, I'm not even identify that with an answer. Just because I have a hat on? Why? You know what? No, not even. I'm not even answer.
He was gangster last week.
I was wounded. I was wounded last week, brother. Thank you.
He was gangster.
Rasha said, yes, once a month and not at all in the summer. Yeah, that's right. Now. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Jan said, prioritize killing the interest-bearing bills first. Don't pay people to use their money. I agree with that. Corey's on. What's up, Corey, bro?
What's going on, sir?
Yo. Jan said, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Because you watching somebody else live. Don't be trying to flip back and forth.
Corey said, Cordell gets you looking good, brother. Yeah, I'm looking way better than last week. So thank you. I feel like there's something underhanded in that comment, but I'm going to let that go. Because this is positivity. No negativity in this hour. Anthony Reed was saying, I was referring to the half each month on bills. So he was saying that what you're saying, Jay, is a great principle.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
Kim Rawls said OGCG. We're going to just disregard that comment, strike that from the record.
I actually kind of like that. Mrs. Rawls has one, or Miss Rawls has one. I agree with that. So yeah, that's what it goes with the bills. And I think that I will say this for those who are in any type of committed relationship. Now is also the time to have conversations. Because I know everybody's house is ran different. So I'm definitely trying to tell you that. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like certain bills that my wife have in her name, I don't know. Well, I only know about the stuff that we have together, but I do know when either one of us are getting in a bind or something has come up unexpectedly, we sit down and talk and be like, hey, I got this, but when I really think about it, when my wife just says she needs something, I just say how much you need. Because if she's been managing her bills before me and she's been managing them with me, surely she knows what she's talking about. And I don't need to try to figure it out. Because one time we tried to do that. Like, let's put all the bills together. Man, we both. I was paying, look, I'm a month ahead. She's like, it's due on the 17th. I'm paying it on the 17th. But I'm like, it's the 15th. It doesn't matter. I got 2 more days and I'm going to wait. So it was like, no. I was like, we couldn't do it. We tried it. Even one time our marriage counselor tried to get us to do it. Was like, no. We both was like, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. But definitely talk when you're in a bind.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
Don't try to figure it out solo dolo if you don't have to.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Marcelo said, I'm just saying a lot of people hear something that's usually negative by societal standards and respond based on recycled responses they've heard before and omit asking questions to figure out where a person is coming from, labeling people unfairly. Yeah, context will give you a lot of information. So I definitely agree that context in a situation, especially where you don't have all the information, is very much needed. And there are some conversations and some just interactions, period, that are nuanced beyond the surface and require a lot more context. So I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. But I think my problem is those who beat people when they're down.
Right.
Type
exactly.
people.
Yeah.
Like the ones who've been preaching all day since since Saturday.
Yeah.
Been preaching, talking about now is the time to get your life right. Y'all been playing. This is a sign.
Yeah. Leave people alone.
Just leave people alone. Don't be trying to scare nobody into coming into nobody's church. And they can't even come to your church anyway because we social distancing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Now is not the time to tell people to start a business because guess what? They can't even go out to an interview. And nobody don't be wanting to get, but everybody don't even want to get in multi-level marketing. Yeah. That ain't for everybody. And it's okay. Some people do well. Some people are very successful. Stop trying to beat people in talking about, yeah, you don't have any money now because you got poor habits. You don't know what somebody's habits are. You don't know what somebody has been through.
Yep.
So that's why I be telling people, like, sometimes they don't know. And I'm talking more to the ones who beating people up and we already going through a crisis. And then the other ones, y'all are brainwashed. Y'all taking stuff too serious. Listen, it ain't time for me to try to figure it out because I got a whole family.
Yeah.
I got a whole family and a whole business. I ain't got time to be trying to figure out if they playing mind games with us or not. They say get in the house. Man, they shut the NBA down. They ain't never did that in the history that I've been living, and I've been here 40 years. They shut the stuff down?
They shut all the sports down. Like, straight up, all the sports.
Grocery stores?
Yeah.
Just to prove a point? Man, I ain't got time for that one.
Yeah. Nope. They are playing. They're playing mighty hard.
Right. I ain't got time for that. And I got a whole family and kids I want to see. So I don't want to go out there talking about anything. Yep, and get lungs being arrested. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Sherry said, because you were howling last week, I guess that means I got a lot of facial hair. I'm going to get a haircut at some point. Don't worry about it. Let's see.
He said, just mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Jan said, why you outrun me there like that? Man, I'm not sure what she's talking about.
Because she was flipping back and forth between lives.
Corey said, go to see my brother for life. Yeah, see, I knew you said something crazy. Underline. It's okay though. It's okay though. It's positivity. It's positive this hour. Jan says, and that's how you stay married. Talking about with the bills and communicating and stuff. Sean Stewart is on. What's up, Sean?
What's going on? You late?
Yeah.
I'm calling all you people. Look, don't be distracted by these fake ones. We've been doing this for almost 2 years on Thursday.
My son said exactly, Cordell. I hear you, Jay, and I'm weak. Jan said, okay, I am ticked off. Why did my friend tell me that the church he had service last night? Totally off topic. Wow. Well.
Okay, what's the next comment? We're going to just act like that one.
Sherry said, she said, Jay, why you yelling and hollering tonight?
I yell and holler every Thursday.
Hold on. Hey, what's up, brother?
Okay. Yeah, Sherry, look at her.
That's what you get.
Just dirty.
What?
You dirty, man. You don't be taking my side for Sherry.
I do.
I mean, you be supposed to take my side. You gonna see you be talking about I holler all the time. I probably do.
Sean said, what's good, my bad. And yeah, that's all the comments. But yeah,
okay.
It's the next one.
Okay. What are you doing mentally to stay healthy?
Oh man.
Woo!
I guess they're talking about in general. I mean, okay. Well, mentally stay healthy. First and foremost, for me, myself,
and I.
Yeah, for me, myself, and I. One of the things is I talk to my circle, quite often. The brother Jay, Uncle Marcus, my mom, the brothers in Facebook groups that I'm in, people in Facebook groups that I'm in. That is one of the things that I do quite often, just because, it's having time with self and having self-reflection. All that is great, but also, man, just talking to people who generally care about you, who want the best for you, who are really invested in your well-being just as much as you are in theirs, is healthy for your mental and also for your emotional self, and in my opinion. So that's one of the things that I do mentally, is really just engage with my circle and people that I have genuine reciprocal relationships with. That for me mentally is big, because I didn't always have that. And I have in my life right now, I'm at a place where I have the majority of my interactions, the majority of my contacts with people that I talk to and congregate with are reciprocal. And the ones that aren't, they get it, sequentially and, in the order that they need to. So I would say that first and foremost. The other thing is mentally for me is, I had to say mentally. I was about to say go to the gym, but that's not mental. No,
you can't go to the gym.
I know it. Don't make me any more sad than I already am, Jay. See what you're doing? You see what you're doing? You see me be your own people.
This is like the perfect season for fat introverts.
Yep.
Our time has risen.
No, the other thing I do is I read a lot. So, this dude right here, can't take him anywhere. Not in his own house. Can't take him anywhere. But no, I talk to my circle, and then also I read a lot. That's what helps me stay healthy mentally. Those are two main things. And get laughed at by this guy.
No, I was just sitting there thinking, like, fat introverts, we winning. Man, let me tell you, I got so much stuff done because I am a thinker and I like to focus on things. Matter of fact, I have been intentionally putting things off and really just spending time with me, because there have been some things that I have been neglecting a bit. And most of those things have been the creative side of me. So I started writing more this week. I was editing videos that I had sitting around, did some graphic work. Those things help me. Like when you are a creative, you do better when you create. And so being in a position to create really has helped me kind of get through. And I can be lost, like literally, I get up in the morning, like 8:30, and I'm down here in the office until at least 9:30, 10 o'clock, because I need that time for me. And that's what people don't understand. Like some people will say, you've been at that computer all day. Yeah, I've been at the computer for work. But as soon as I left work, I started investing back into me. And I need that outlet. I need to create. If I'm not creating something, I feel bad sometimes. And there's so many thoughts. When you're creative, there's so many thoughts that run through your mind. So I have I'm telling you now, if you're creative, the best thing that helped me is Google Docs, because it auto saves. You get the app on your phone, you put some thoughts in there. Guess what? You put the thoughts in there, it auto saves, so you close it out. When you get more thoughts, it's the same running document. And a lot of people don't realize that's how the manual was written, because it was a lot of running thoughts that I was just dealing with for 3 years. And when I looked at it, all I did was I formatted it for publishing, but a lot of the stuff came in the order that it came in, and it was just running thoughts. And so, and a lot of you guys, even here that's on, you guys are creatives. Yeah. There are a lot of things that you're waiting for the right time to do, but even though you're waiting for the right time to do, you still need to get it out so the other creative things can flow. So jot that stuff down. And if you got a phone with the voice record, you can do the interview, and you can do the voice to text part on the voice app and start saying your stuff. As soon as you say it, it'll put the words down for you. Copy and paste that somewhere, so you'll already have it, because sometimes you may be driving and thoughts run through your mind. So recording is one thing, but then you have to retype it. But if you do that voice to text, man, copy and paste that text, throw it where you need to do.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. Sherry said, thank you for taking my side. I really didn't, though.
You did.
Tadao is on. He said, what's up, Tadao, man?
What's going on, Mr. Clifton?
Miss Joy said, she said eating is what she does to stay healthy.
See? Winning.
Jan said, listening only to the authorizes? Maybe autocorrect got her. I'm not sure what she's saying there. She said, checking in on my people, being still, very still, working on my vision. Okay.
Oh, she actually has a production company called Parable. It's something we laugh because we haven't talked in like 20 years, and then we both have organizations with Parable in it. So she's doing her thing up there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, somewhere. I don't know where you are, but she's somewhere up there where it's cold and they make either cheese or beer.
Okay. Miss Joy said, I opened the blinds to let natural light in my home, cut up on social media, and watch stuff on TV I enjoy. Yeah, I can deal with all that.
Yeah.
Sherry said, exercise by YouTube videos. Already ahead of you, Sherry. That's something. I got to make my own workouts now. Nina Barrett is on. What's up, Nina?
Hey.
Ty Brown is on. What's up, Ty? Jan said, revisit things that you neglected. And she said it's called Parable Productions.
Parable Productions.
She said
P squared.
She said Milwaukee is correct.
Okay.
Kim Ross said, yes, if you do not create, you will explode. I live by my voice to text.
Oh, depending on what you got. See, I'm family Samsung, and on Samsung phones, you actually have the voice recorder. And it gives you 3 different options of types of recordings that you can do. You can do self, interview, or voice to text. You just flip it over to voice to text, and you can do your thing. Are you a poet? She's a poet?
She is.
I'd like to hear some of your work. Is it somewhere? Put it in the comments.
Yes, do that.
It is, please.
Yeah.
Please put it in there, because we got quite a few poets. Like, and the funny thing is, like, Joy is a sick poet. I was looking at some of her old stuff on YouTube. She won't do. Tashia's on here. I mean, y'all some dope people, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about dope. Like, y'all are not the ones we go see when we see out. It's like y'all need to be the ones on the stage.
Word. So Felicia's on. What's up, Felicia?
Hey, Felicia. Which Felicia?
She said Felicia Fields.
Hey, Felicia Fields.
Jan said iPhone has the memo app. That's correct.
Boo.
Kim Ross said Team iPhone.
Boo.
That's what's up.
That's why you don't have what I just said.
Ty Brown said, good to see you brothers doing well. Likewise, brother. Likewise.
Right back at you, brother.
So I think we got time for 2 more.
Yeah, because you know Facebook ain't be playing. They be cutting you off right at an hour.
Yeah.
Have fellas considered hosting a meditation workout during the shutdown? Social distancing for me.
I have not considered that simply because outside of brother empowerment, you know, I really am taking this time to get back one with self because I was a little off center, still am actually. So I have not considered it, but you know, not to say it can't happen, but I have to answer.
Which type round is that was on?
It just said time round, not sure.
Yeah, because Ty Brown does the meditation and the workout, if I'm not mistaken.
Shoot, Ty, go ahead and put them information in the
comments. Yeah, because you do something and he does the vegan. Is that, let me see if that's the right one. Yeah, he does the vegan thing. Like, he the one who made, what was that thing he made? It was like fig and something else. And it was really good.
Hey, Ty, man, put them credentials and put all that stuff in the comments, man.
Yeah, so Ty, put all of your stuff in there so people can
get right.
Yeah, definitely follow you because he have a lot of stuff that actually tastes good. Because you know, most people say it's healthy and like it's so good for you. You like, but it tastes like
dirt,
plastic bag.
He said hashtag groundwater detoxes. So I don't even know what that means. Just put stuff in there.
Well, it is brown water, and his last name is Brown.
Oh, okay. Right.
But I ain't talking about the brown water. He the one who challenged us last year to do that healthy water challenge.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sorry, healthy water.
Okay.
Iodizing. What is it? Iodizing your water. Alkaline water. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that. Thanks. But the desserts were good. I'll give you that one.
All natural medicine.
What do you say?
All natural medicine.
Yeah, brown water. How to cope or move on after exiting a long-term relationship?
Oof. So
I think you better leave.
I can speak to that. I am 3 years removed from a almost 5-year relationship, and how I coped after that relationship was really just diving into doing a lot of work with myself and really unpacking the stuff that I discovered during that relationship, the positive, the negative, the in between, all of that. So I think that after exiting a really long-term relationship, I think one of the best coping mechanisms is just to really actually be by yourself. And I was literally by myself. I was in my house by myself. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wouldn't bother with anybody. And I definitely did not entertain anything that looked like a relationship. I went on a couple dates here and there. I talked to people, but there was no anything that resembled a relationship, not even close. And so I did spend a lot of time by myself. As far as moving on, I think that's a loaded thing simply because moving on looks like something different to each and every person. Like I said, I think that really being by yourself and really getting to know yourself again and being one with yourself after that relationship is important. And then moving on is really, I think the biggest part of that is being at peace with the result of that relationship. Some people say they moved on, but they still have some residual pieces still there, whether it be feelings or whether it be trauma or whatever. So I really think just processing that is one of the biggest pieces to moving on and coping as well. So that's for me though, and that's my take on it. What about you, brother?
Well, now that I'm 12 years
into marriage.
Yeah, 12 years into marriage. My longest relationship actually was with my ex-fiance, and that's her and Danielle are still friends. Mm-hmm. They were like best friends. They're best friends, not like they're best friends, and it was easy for me to move on because we did talk. Mm-hmm. Like we still talk to this day. Right. We still cool. All of that. I think that if I respected me enough to be with you, I'm also going to respect me enough when I'm separating from you.
Right.
And I think that some people do struggle with the all or nothing type complex. Mm-hmm. Like, it's some people who really can't tolerate, either you're with me or you're not. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to say, well, no, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think that some people struggle with identity. Mm-hmm. And in the concept of self, meaning that there is a portion of them who It's how they perceive themselves now and how they want themselves to be their ideal self. And so sometimes when there's a conflict of who I am and who I want to be, and I feel like I'm off, like who you are now could be exceptional. But if it's still not up to par with who you think you should be, you won't see it, and it affects everything else. Some people process relationships not working out as a form of rejection versus something that could have been mutually agreed upon and better for individuals. Some people look at compromise as losing. So if we compromise, that means I lost because I'm trying to win. So a lot of it goes to what your investment in self is and what your investment in that relationship was. Because sometimes when you can leave a relationship and say, you know what, that was a great relationship. In order for me to be friends with majority of my exes, it's only like one ex that I don't talk to. But that's not because we're beefing. That's because she's not on Facebook. In order for that to happen is that I've always respected relationships I walked away from. And so nobody will ever say like I ran people in the mud, and like, yes, arguments will happen. Yes, there'll be disagreements. And some people even have more damaging things. But I do believe that when you walk away, a walk away and a separation should be clean.
Yeah, my ex and I are good friends now. So I think that's definitely a major key and very important.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are not willing to admit, like, you know, compatibility is something. Somebody posted something on a social media thing, and it really got me because it really just bothered me because the question was, guys, do you think that there are any quality women? And I'm like, quality women? So we compare them to like meat now, like this grand A meat, or it's like,
that's literally what he was doing.
So I don't like stuff like that. And I think a lot of people confuse compatibility with a lot of things.
Right.
There may be people who hit every tick on the box. Like they may be good looking, they may have a good job, they may have a lot of things that are great for them, but you guys just weren't compatible, and that's okay.
Yep, very okay.
Because have you ever noticed two people who are crazy together are sane with other people? It just said y'all crazy people just weren't supposed to be together, and y'all was trying to make something work that you both knew wasn't there, and we lie to ourselves because it looks good on paper or it looks good in our mind, so it should work. But no, sometimes you ain't compatible. Just like you ain't compatible with family members. Just like you dodge them, you be like, I don't care if y'all my uncle. I'm just gonna go the other way. Yeah. It's okay. Compatibility goes a long way, and it actually skews perception. When you're trying to get with an incompatible person, you will see and believe and think things that may not be necessarily true.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with all that. Tashia said, complete abstinence, get reacquainted with you as the individual, assess what you felt could have been better on your end, not the other party, and date the hell out of yourself. Yeah, I can agree with that. Tara is on. She said, late.
We know.
What's up, Tara? Jan said, I'm close to one ex because we are not focused on the past, but on our current and future friendship. It's far more important to us than the history. Would never date him again, but love him bunches and lots.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. It really does.
We got 2 minutes because we got to do it. Positive brother, shout out because they're going to shut us down. Shut us down. Open up.
Of course, first and foremost, always got shout out to Brother Jay. We here every Thursday. Quarantine, snow, depending on how many inches, rain, everything. We here doing this thing every week. So definitely shout out to Brother Jay. You know, it's always a pleasure, man. Also want to shout out all the brothers who are on the live, of course, Sean, Corey, Tadal, Kerwin. Shout out to all you brothers, you know, for your support and also your value input, because we definitely do value input. And also, I want to shout out to all the brothers during this time who are, you know, during the quarantine and just any other time. If you guys need someone to talk to, someone, you know, to vent to, you know, who, or anything like that, you know, you have two brothers here who definitely are open and very confidential. Shout out to y'all brothers too. And
we're going to have to go ahead and go. We love y'all guys because it is going to be on it. We love you guys, and we'll do brother shout outs later. Y'all take care, man. All right, follow us on social media, all platforms. We love y'all. Good night.
All right. Good night. See y'all next week. only got one topic. Okay, really good. Next one.
Whew, that was stressful.
That was really good.
Mhm.